Hello and welcome back to Fallout 76. Once again, it's time for some legendary crafting, and if you could tell by my outfit, we will be doing black powder rifles. This is my rifleman character, and I do not have a black powder rifle of any kind. Not a good one, not a bad one. So hopefully we can remedy that today. I mean, certainly I'll get bad ones, but hopefully I'll get a good one or two. I have crafted 25 black powder rifles, so we'll be spending 100 legendary modules. Let's get right to it. All right, role number one is going to be what? Medic's black powder rifle, 50% chance to hit a target in VATS, and faster movement speed while aiming. VATS hit chance, that's a very good effect. I mean, these are already really accurate. They have nice range, good accuracy. So that would just make it even better. Healing things, vampires, medics, I'm not a fan of on slow firing weapons. That would be something that you'd want on a faster firing weapon. So, and faster movement, speed while aiming, that's completely useless. All right, we got our one bad roll out of the way, so now it's time for something good. Juggernauts with VATS hit chance and damage resist while aiming. I'll be using this in VATS, so I don't think the damage resist while aiming works with VATS, but even if it did, it's still not all that useful. VATS hit chance, that's very good. Juggernauts is okay. It's a mid-tier effect. It's not my favorite, but this is better. It's an improvement over the last one. All right, next one up, we've got another Juggernauts with bash damage and damage resist while aiming. Okay, Juggernauts, I mean, the last Juggernauts we got was better. I'm not looking to bash with this. This is not a high-strength character, so yeah, this will be script for sure. All right, so this time I'm hoping for something that's not Juggernauts. Two-shot with VATS hit chance, weapon breaks slower. So VATS hit chance, that keeps showing up. That's a good effect, though, so I'm okay with that showing up over and over again. Two-shot, little bit of extra damage, not a ton, but it is a little bit of extra damage. It hurts accuracy, so that VATS hit chance should actually more than make up for it. So that's actually okay. Weapon breaks slower. This is not a fast-firing weapon, so I don't think that's all that useful, but this one's kind of interesting. All right, next we've got Aristocrats, one of my favorite effects. Limb damage, one of my not-so-favorite effects. And +1 perception. I do like Aristocrats. +1 perception in theory could add to accuracy, although these are already very accurate, so I don't think it'll be all, 1 perception's not gonna move the needle at all. Limb damage, I'm not really gonna be looking to cripple with this weapon. It's slow firing, high damage, so I'm gonna be looking to kill stuff, so limb damage is not what I'm looking for. All right, let's hope for something completely different. Oh, okay, that is different. Anti-armor, probably my favorite effect. VATS critical damage, that is my favorite secondary effect. Movement speed while aiming is useless, but still, I mean, if this had faster reload, I mean, that's really what you want on this weapon for a 3rd star is faster reload. Anything else, maybe faster crit refill, but other than that, there's not a whole lot of 3rd stars you're gonna care about. But this is, I think, the winner so far. All right, let's see if we can improve on that last one. We did not. I mean, it has reduced weight, so that's good because this is script. Let's see, hunters, yeah. Enemy-specific stuff, not a fan of. Damage while aiming, I'll use this in VATS, so that's not useful either, so this is total garbage. Last one was a move in the wrong direction. Let's see if we can make a course correction here. Furious with extra critical damage and critical charge. Furious on a weapon like this is not very useful. Most enemies you're going to kill in 1 or 2 shots, and so you're not going to get really much bonus at all from Furious. But critical damage is good, and critical charge is good. So yeah, 2nd and 3rd stars are good, but that 1st star kind of, I still like the anti-armor one better. All right, but we are getting some good effects, which is a positive thing. Let's see if we can continue that trend. All right, so we've got Junkies, replenish AP with each kill, and damage resist while reloading. Yeah, damage resist while reloading isn't all that great, unless you're using this with no armor. Like if you were playing Berserker, that's actually a pretty good effect for a Berserker's weapon, but other than that, it's not so useful. Replenish AP with each kill. It's an okay effect. It's not great. Junkies. The problem with Junkies is that you can get the same thing with, say, Aristocrats and not have to, addictions will cost you special points. So overall, this is script. All right, next up, we've got Juggernauts again. Replenish AP with each kill and agility. Well, we've already gotten better Juggernauts. Replenish AP with each kill, it's okay. +1 agility, extra AP, I guess, but overall, this is not something I want. I mean, it's actually disappointing that I haven't gotten faster reload. I mean, this is a weapon that, yeah, you really want anything you can to speed up that reload. But we continue. Well, we've got, let's see, two-shot with limb damage. So we already have a 2-shot with VATS hit chance, so that one would be better. The positive thing on this one is the 90% reduced weight, so that will help our stash a bit. All right, yeah, we need something. I want to have more than one thing to choose from, but so far, suppressors with critical damage and perception. Suppressors is, I think, a trash effect. Critical damage, love critical damage. Perception, I'm not really looking to get extra specials from my weapons, so this is auto script. Yeah, so far we haven't seen reduced AP cost or faster reload, neither one of those. And reduced AP cost I don't care about so much, just because VATS really isn't an issue with this for the most part. I'm not going to stay in VATS for a super long time, generally. But let's see if we can turn this around. We've got vampires with VATS hit chance and VATS critical charge. I feel about vampires on this about the same way I feel about medics, just because it's a slow-firing weapon. I mean, it only heals you 2% health, so you're not going to get much benefit from that. But if that wasn't vampires, the second and third star are really good. But I would not. Yeah, I probably wouldn't hold on to this, just because I don't think vampire works for a weapon that fires so slowly. So we are just a little over past the halfway point. So let's continue the good vibes. Executioners. Oh, okay. Wow, okay. This one's kind of interesting. I kind of like this. So we've got executioners, 50% more damage when target is below 40% health. So most of the time, until it gets to the low point, you're going to get, no bonus damage, although this has really high base damage, but extra critical damage and faster reload speed really makes this appealing. Like I said, this reloads very slowly, so yeah, this is definitely one for, this is probably a keeper. All right, next up we've got Bloodied with bash damage and faster movement speed while aiming. Bloodied is a good effect. My character's full health, so it's not useful for me. But other than that, I mean, bash damage, I'm not going to be bashing with it, and faster movement speed while aiming, not useful either. So this will definitely be script. I do like that we're seeing some new effects, though. That's a nice thing. Let's see if we can continue that. Instigating with critical damage and +1 agility. Well, this thing hits super hard, so instigating means it's going to hit super harder. That's a good one. Plus extra critical damage, that's a good effect. I like that that's showing up a lot as well. +1 agility, not really useful here, but this is another one that could be really interesting. All right, next up we've got Ghoul Slayers with critical damage. God, critical damage, I mean, I like the star, so I'm glad it's showing up a lot. Usually I get stuck with limb damage over and over again or something like that. So, but Ghoul Slayers, I don't like enemy-specific stuff. Damage resist while aiming, I don't like that either, so next. All right, next will be Mutant Slayers with bash damage and movement speed while aiming. Enemy specific, bash damage, movement speed. I don't like any of those stars, so next. All right, we've got what? Anti-armor, VATS hit chance, and weapon breaks slower. All right, so now we have an anti-armor with VATS hit chance. Before we had one with critical damage. Weapon breaks slower. I don't think it really matters a whole lot, so I've got a couple of interesting anti-armor ones to choose from, though. Let's get another interesting one right here. Ghoul Slayers, damage while aiming, VATS critical charge. Okay, enemy specific. Damage while aiming is a non-VATS effect, and VATS critical charge is a VATS effect. So, yeah, this weapon is just kind of a mess. So, out it goes. Looks like we're down to the final 5, so let's finish strong. Exterminators, VATS hit chance, reload speed. Why did it have to be Exterminators? Why? This would be great. Otherwise, VATS hit chance, very good effect. Reload speed, perfect 3rd star on this weapon, in my opinion. Exterminators, it might as well not even be legendary. So, yeah, the 1st star just ruins what would otherwise be a very good weapon. 4 down, or 4 left. Juggernauts again with bash damage and agility. I got nothing to say on this. All right, the final 3. Instigating. Oh, okay. Instigating, bullets explode, faster reload speed. This is interesting. Bullets explode is one of those things that if you're firing into a crowd, it could ruin the instigating effect on the other enemies. So that first shot will hit hard on the first enemy, but still, this is actually very strong. This is I think this is really interesting. But again, yeah, firing into a crowd, bullets explode would not be my first choice with instigating. I'd rather have that with something else. Aristocrats, anti-armor. But still, this is definitely a keeper. And then there were 2. Let's see what we get with this one. Medics with critical damage, perception. I've already talked about all these effects. This will be a script. All right, the final one. Let's finish strong. Just one time I want to finish strong. Executioners. Replenish AP with each kill. Faster reload speed. Well, I've already got Executioners that had critical damage versus replenish AP, so... yeah, this normally I would like this, but I've already got an Executioners that's better, but this is still a strong finish. So I actually got quite a few interesting ones on this this go-round here. So anti-armor with extra critical damage. I mean, this is basically a 2-star, but it's a really good 2 stars. So this is one that I really like. And then we got this other anti-armor with VATS hit chance. The one thing I will say about this, because the damage is so high, I think the benefits of anti-armor actually might be decreased quite a bit, just because you're going to bypass a lot of armor with it. I mean, I don't know what I'm not the math person, so I don't know what the formula is there, but your damage is, what, we're looking at 315 there. So you're going to bypass a lot of resistance already. So I think you do get diminishing returns on anti-armor. I think this is going to be my favorite one that I've gotten, the Executioners with critical damage and reload speed. Reload speed is such a huge benefit to this weapon. So we've got critical damage, and then when enemies do get below, if we don't happen to one-shot them, that second shot will definitely kill. And against big targets, bosses, this is going to be really good. This will probably be my favorite one. This would have been a good one too. I mean, this is, replenish AP with each kill, faster reload, Executioners. If I didn't have the other one, this would probably be a good candidate as well. And I got a couple of interesting instigating ones too. We've got instigating with extra critical damage, +1 agility, not super helpful, but those first 2 effects, this thing should one-shot most things in the Wasteland, I would think. And then we've got this one, instigating with the exploding bullets and reload speed. Love reload speed on this weapon. Bullets explode is the only thing that gives me pause. It's definitely something where I would not want to have Grenadier equipped. I don't want to have extra... I want to minimize the splash damage on something like this, reduce the chance of hitting nearby targets so that the instigating effect can get maximum benefit on as many targets as possible. But still, this is one I will try out as well. Overall, I'm very happy with the effects I got. I got a lot of good things to choose from, and I can't wait to try them out. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit one of the buttons down below, and I hope you'll join me in the next one. Thank you very much.